Came to the stadium when I was 3 years old. To be back here to represent a club that has been a big part of my family is a dream come true. This club runs in my blood. My dad's originally from the city, so he's absolutely buzzing. As soon as me and my brother were born, it got drilled into us that we was Newcastle. Yeah, me and my brother was really happy with that, and obviously a club with a lot of history and some big players playing for this club. Yeah, I'm really happy to be wearing this shirt. And
to 100% Mag, so hope you all stayed safe and well out there. So in this video today, of course, I will be talking about the announcement which came out yesterday, of course, from Newcastle United, and that announcement was that Lewis Hall had signed the deal with Newcastle United on loan from Chelsea. Was officially confirmed by the club yesterday. We're seeing videos coming out as well by the club yesterday of behind the scenes of Lewis Hall seen around Darsley Park, also getting a look around St James's Park as well, and a big massive grin on his dad's face, of course, with his dad being a Newcastle United fan and of course being born in Newcastle as well. You know, you could see the excitement and the joy that his son was going to get a pull on a black and white shirt at St James's Park. Lewis Hall very excited by the whole deal, as well, as you could see in the footage. And he also came out as well and said some very interesting words on his move to Newcastle United on loan, with the obligation to buy in there as well from Chelsea. And the words, of course, spoken by Lewis Hall yesterday was, "I'm very proud. Me and my family are Newcastle United fans, and for me and my brother growing up, it was drilled into us that we were Newcastle. It's a big club and I can't wait to get started." This is going to be an exciting future ahead for Lewis Hall and his family. Of course, they'll be moving to Newcastle, which will be a massive step for the young lad, but with his family around, of course, it will help him settle into the area a lot more. And of course, he's an adopted Geordie, you know, so at the end of the day, it's going to be like an absolutely amazing situation for the young lad to come into the club, of course, and hopefully he hits the ground running as well. Yesterday as well, we did see some controversial moments on the Nufc Twitter sphere, and I've got to say them controversial moments were a post that was put out by Nufc 360. Of course, it got a reaction from Bruno, rightly so as well. The post that was put up was absolutely out of line. It should never have been put up by whoever it was at Nufc 360 that put up that post. It was well and truly out of line to be pulling out 4 players and saying that, are they giving, you know, 100% in Newcastle United? Of course they're giving 100% in Newcastle United. So whoever put up that post should definitely hang their head in shame and be very disappointed in themselves for, you know, pulling apart some players for just one game, you know, where we lost to Manchester City. Let's not forget, it is Manchester City. These are the best team in England right now, probably the best team in the world right now. So to lose 1-0 away at their ground is absolutely, you know, acceptable at the end of the day, looking at it, because, you know, we're not quite there yet. We're not quite at that level yet. We're not far off it, but we're not quite there yet, you know. So it is understandable, you know, that we come away from that game on the end of a 1-0 loss. Remember where we were last season when we went to there, Etihad, and it was a 2-0 loss. So we've gotten it down to 1-0 loss. Next season, you know, when we go to there, Etihad, maybe it'll be a draw, maybe it'll be a win, but who knows? You know, don't start pulling the team apart after only 2 games into the season. That is what we see, you know, with the other fan bases, you know, like the Sinister Six. That's what we see with their fan bases, and we're not that kind of fan base. We're not the kind of fans that throw our toys out the pram when we lose one game. It's only 2 games being played this season. There's still 36 games to go. You know, anything can happen. That is why, you know, we love this game so much. That is why everybody loves football so much, because anything can happen. So don't start throwing your toys out the pram, you know, after only 2 games. We've got a fantastic win to open the season off against Aston Villa at St James's Park. You know, then we'll go at the Etihad and we'll only lose 1-0. You know, it could have easily been a draw in the game if things had have went a little bit better for it in it as well. But, you know, now we'll go on to this game against Liverpool, which who knows what will happen in this game, you know, at the weekend against Liverpool. But going in there and downing the players isn't going to help anybody. But enough about that anyway. Fantastic to see, you know, the club officially announce Lewis Hall to Newcastle United on loan with that obligation to buy from Chelsea, and I hope the lad hits the ground running. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below as well. If you want to support the channel, of course, for free, then do so by hitting the like and the subscribe button, of course, as that massively helps the channel moving forward. And if you want to support the channel in other means by, of course, donating to the channel, there is a super thanks button to do that. Any donations are welcome, none of them are taken for granted. There's also a membership option scheme as well now, where you can pay $1.99 a month and you get priorities, of course, of a reply to your comments, and of course a shout out on the channel once a month. And also, before I end off the video, make sure to keep an eye out for the preview against Liverpool at the weekend. Till next time, I'll see you all later, and however lads.